Greetings, questers, and welcome back to Side Quest. I am Lord Magog, and I am joined by my cohorts, the Nameless Thief and Arcturus. Pentagast could not make it tonight. What?
What? What did you call me?
The Nameless Thief?
No, the other thing.
Cohort?
I am more than just a cohort. God.
You dirty cohort.
The filthy cohort.
Filthy, just slimy cohort.
Yes.
Briny too.
Yes. Don't interrupt my intro again, or I will slay you. Where was I? Yes, Pentagast could not make it last minute. He had something come up, so it will just be us three tonight as usual. All donations through Streamlabs, Super Chats, and Cash App are appreciated, as it keeps our treasury filled so we can continue to entertain you week after week. As usual, if you send something to the Cash App, it comes directly to me. Please put your screen name in the message, because I won't read anything that looks like a real name. I'm not a doxer. We all appreciate your support. Thank you, and welcome to Side Quest. How many people are actually watching tonight? Where's the
27
numbers?
Watching, and we started streaming 104 seconds ago. Isn't that just lovely, folks?
It's not.
Meanwhile, our thoughts and prayers go to Pentagast, where something has come up, and hopefully will come back out without surgical intervention.
Unfortunately, Magog has lost the pocket dimension that he was in, and so therefore he is a little bit out of touch.
Completely.
Oh, when
misplaced.
spring cleanings rolls around, latest, he'll be back.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta pump up our numbers. Those are rookie numbers.
30 watching now. Let's go.
I think we need a new press release manager.
Go forth and spread our word. You outsource this to the peasants. That's how it's always worked.
Exactly. That's what I'm about to do. Ladies and gentlemen and variants of whatever persuasion, please do, if you so feel inclined. Actually, not just if you feel inclined. Do it. Share the stream around to all of the different socials that you got. Give us a little shout out.
What was that gesture?
That was a shout out gesture. It was a shout out gesture.
Never seen that gesture.
I was telling the people to shout us out. Never now.
Not here! Not here!
Are you tooting your own horn?
That pissed Jinx off. What are you doing?
Right. If we can get to 10 million concurrent viewers, I will. What should I do? I will show Arcturus's feet on stream.
If I have a question. Is there any number of viewers or any perhaps sizable enough donation to get you to finally remove your mask?
To remove my mask?
Your mask.
My mask.
Your mask.
Are you saying my mask?
I do believe so, yes. I said that.
I have to think on it.
Yes, come up with a number that's reasonable. All right, I know that you like to do the whole millions thing because it's completely right out, and nobody can ever reach those numbers. So try to come up with.
I think I'm worth millions.
You may very well be, but our current watchers are not. You know, unless Elon Musk or somebody from the Earth realm equally wealthy is watching the show right now, which I highly doubt. He's busy trying to go to Mars because it's the only place that's quiet.
I don't know. I feel like Elon is the type to watch this kind of thing.
I don't know the man personally, and I know a lot of people hate him and a lot of people love him, and I personally don't care. However, if he is ever watching Side Quest and enjoying himself while taking a break from, I don't know, being a billionaire, please, Elon Musk, reach out and, I don't know, do something cool. with your...
He should be a fan. He loves live-action roleplay. I've now seen him wearing fantasy armor, and he's been just playing the role of someone who gives a shit about free speech for months.
I don't... What the fuck is high fantasy roleplay? That doesn't even... That's not a word. It's not a thing.
And this is... Nothing about this should be characterized as high. It's...
We are the lowest of the low fantasy roleplay.
There's nothing wrong with being low fantasy.
It's
now urban fantasy, completely different story. Let's discuss that hot potato.
No, we're not going there. Anything urban, then
No.
certain parties get involved, things get burned down. No, we're not. No, we shouldn't do that. No, we're not. We're not crossing that particular burning bridge while it's on fire.
Well, hang on. Wait a minute. If it's burning, then isn't it already on fire?
Yes, but it hasn't collapsed yet. It's on fire, but it hasn't burned
down. So
down.
why would you cross the bridge if it's on fire, then?
That's what I'm saying. We're not going to. We're not going to cross that bridge while currently burning to the ground.
Okay, so then, wait. If it's on fire and it's currently burning, doesn't that make it not burning at all?
No,
That's two negatives equals a positive.
No, it's on fire. It is burning. It just has not been burnt to the ground yet. It is in the process of burning to the ground.
Exactly. Two negatives.
And
burning on fire equals not on fire.
No, that doesn't... What are you talking about? On fire means the same thing as burning.
Yes. Two negatives, on fire and burning.
No, because there's other things that can burn you besides fire. That's why I had to add fire, so that people know that the bridge is on fire and it's burning, not covered in ice and burning from frostbite.
So just in case, like if the bridge happened to be on acid or something.
Yes, if the bridge happened to be built over an acid river and is slowly burning to the ground.
No, on acid, not over acid.
What?
I'm sorry, I zoned out completely and missed everything you were saying because I'm struggling not to comment on Thief's earlier gesture, which just lines itself up for a perfect joke I can't make right now. This is cruel.
On
Indeed.
Fire, on acid, on ice.
No.
Either way, it burns.
Let us not cross the bridge that is leading to Burning Man, because we all know what happened there.
What happened at Burning Man? And who are we burning, man?
You haven't seen the festival in the Earth Realm? It's this, like, ritualistic worship of some ancient old god that all these hippies go to every year in the middle of the desert. But turns out they didn't know that sometimes, not all the time because it's a desert, but sometimes deserts do get rain. And so they got stuck in the mud. Literally 70,000 dumb hippies trudging around in the mud with their horseless carriages stuck. It's hilarious, really.
So, would they be on fire, man?
Let's move on to another topic, because this is getting way out of hand. This is far too much for me. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore, and I think...
Is it too early for you?
It's way too late, actually. It's just... Your years too late. Your annoyances have piled up over the years, and it's just... I'm done. Yes, it's
I see. Someone forgot to take his nappy poo early in the afternoon.
What? I do not poo while I nap. That is somebody else you're thinking of.
I don't know. That sounds a bit defensive, MacLeod.
I know. It sounds like he's trying to convince us of something that he actually does.
I don't know.
I didn't take it that way. Arcturus, did you take it that way?
No, I didn't go that direction.
No, I didn't either.
I haven't nappy pooed since I was a fucking infant. I don't know about you.
Somehow that's not very convincing.
Yes, I'm not convinced at all. We have a donation from Octane Junkie on the Cash app. It says, for one attack each, including Poe, from Octane Junkie, 150 Signas. Thank you, Octane Junkie, for once again being the sole, what are they, patron?
Proprietor of this here establishment.
Yes,
Is it
thank you
proprietor?
again.
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful donation. We've all got one attack, and that also includes Poe.
Yay! I'm here.
How is it fair that he gets an attack when he never dies? I mean, we never get to see Poe die. I, for one, would love to see Poe die, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who would also like to see Poe die.
I would like to jump on this bridge as well.
There is a reason for that. Well, there's multiple reasons. The first reason is Poe gets an attack because people seem to like Poe for some fucking reason.
Because I'm better than you.
See, he's got like 3 lines of attack, and they're all involving you.
Maybe we can't kill him, but we could set him on fire for a while.
Now, the second reason that Poe doesn't die is that he doesn't die. he is a immortal undead familiar. So there's no real killing him unless you kill me permanently and my magic comes to an end, and then he will
we don't need
cease
to
to
kill
be.
him permanently. Look, it boils down to 2 minutes of existential misery. What if we just set him on fire for 2 minutes, or, you know, if we're going to go back to the previous theme, we could put him in a vat of acid.
I've tried
Poe on acid would be interesting.
I've tried all the
I'm
things.
sure there's something we can stick Poe in that he won't enjoy.
Not even the sweet, sweet, sweet icing of the fairy cupcakes from the gumdrop forest was able to kill Poe.
But did he
Why
enjoy
would it?
it?
What?
Why would it kill him? Because anything pleasant might?
No, because it's so sweet it kills you. That's
Really?
everybody knows that about the gumdrop forest. Don't eat anything from the gumdrop forest. You will die of sugar overdose. Literally.
Look, I need
Even like
to
a lick?
address some slander from the audience. I would like to go ahead and use my power attack now. Just get you all to shut up. Oh.
No, I'm talking about the gumdrop forest, so no attacks at this time. Let me tell you something about the fairylands of the gumdrop forest. Fine, if you're going to put up such a massive fucking whatever. What was that? What was that?
Nothing? I don't know what you're talking about.
Die, you filthy cohort.
Yes, die.
Okay. Look, I know you all love Poe, but I don't. I don't have to, and you can't make me. However, I'm going to take this opportunity to explain to you what's going on here. No, I am not encroaching upon Magog's territory. I'm not here casting a spell. It's a ritual. It's a religious thing, sort of. I'm at a meeting of my own secret order, the Order of the Black Compass. Part of any proper secret society has to have deific patronage. And ours is the
Wait
god
a
of
minute.
politics.
Isn't that bullshit you started to worship Hestavarnia?
Look, it seemed like a great idea at the time. It's a bit painful. Look, the price of serving Hestavarnia, it's high. The sacrifices are painful. But it has been going pretty well so far. The things I've had to do, though. Things I've had to do. I mean, I caught me right now. We just got through with a major sacrifice. Do you know what you have to do? You have to go out there. You have to find an honest, hard-working peasant fallen upon hard times, kidnap them, drag them kicking and screaming most of the way to the secret altar, strap them down, and then, when the chanting is at its highest and their terror is most palpable, cut off their filthy clothes and give them a proper bath. A nice shave, a good haircut, and then And then you get them a nice set of new clothes, with old pockets filled to the brim with sickness, and set them out on a new career, a well-paying job. That's
The horror.
the price you have to pay to get proper.
I have heard of the horrifying rituals involved in the worship of the god of contradiction, Hestevarnia. Let me tell you.
No, you haven't.
Terrifying.
No, you haven't.
Oh, and you have.
It hurts.
No, I haven't.
Well, I have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
Nah.
I'm the one who made this shit up. Stop it.
Nah. No, you didn't.
I'm gonna take some damage for that one. Okay. Okay.
What you said.
Please
You
go
said
on,
she's the
Octo.
goddess of contradiction, so I was just
No, the
being
god.
contradictive.
Hestevarnia is the god of contradiction, a lesser god in service to Vithika, who is also goddess of contradiction, but goddess of so much more than just contradiction.
Hesta Boudica?
Yes, Hestevarnia.
Oh,
That's
yeah. Look, I can't afford to piss off this god. I need her backing. It's working so far. Don't mess this up for me. It hurts enough as it is. Meanwhile, someone suggested I was trying to be a consort to the queen. Are you mad?
Oh,
Have you
Yeah, you
seen
wouldn't make a
Queen
good
Guy?
consort.
She is batshit insane. Look, she will sleep with anything that walks and is willing to agree to it. But she'll kill them almost immediately afterwards.
I hear she is also incredibly beautiful, sultry, and seductive and lovely. So her crazy equals how honest to God beautiful she is.
You know what? I'm all for Arcturus getting some, so if you need a wingman arc, I got you.
No. She would like that, but I also know how this works. I am the elderly guide through her political waters, the teacher who does not get so intertwined in her personal affairs.
Yes.
Indeed.
But
I
hey,
did,
look, if your feels worth dying for, she'll ensure it.
I did see a super chat. Who's doing
Yes.
super chats?
We
and who's
had a super chat and 2 Streamlabs. Arc, would you like to read your super chat?
Super chat. Kai, or Two Cygnus, said, I love Poe. Quit talking shit.
Never.
No, that's just never gonna happen, Garrett. You're watching the wrong fucking show. If that's what you want. Blow me.
Besides, was that really too cruel for you? Do you remember half the things Poe has done to me personally? What a bit of shit is the least I should be able to get away with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same camp here.
But thank you for the donation, even though it's not going to happen.
My turn. We have another donation from the next 6 minutes who donated 2 Cygnus to say, greetings, side questers. The magic one does magic. The eloquent one who eloquence, and the pirate who floats on salted water, and the hatted one who may have been eaten by his hat. I don't see him here. Anyway, hi. Yes, he has been lost. Magoo lost his otherly dimensional box.
Yes.
Misplaced it.
Somehow I had forgotten that the whole reason Pendergast can never leave his confined space is because he was trapped in a pocket dimension inside of a small box in my shop, and I totally forgot that until last episode. But it turns out he actually likes it there, so, but I have also misplaced it.
Yeah, be fair. If you had a Pentagast where you are, you would find him incredibly easy to misplace as well.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
hurtful.
It is hurtful. It's as hurtful as
I
a
like it.
sock filled with rocks being thrashed at your head.
That is disturbingly crunchy.
And we have one last donation I would like to get out of the way before I totally forget that I have this job as a job. 10 signals from Gan, who donated to say, I see Arcturus is helping Sadford win Village of the Year again. Accepts this Brium donation for the greater good. Brium? Yum yum.
I'm confused and
Yes.
troubled.
Yes. The Brodicknagian donation.
Buck Dick Nabian.
Oh. Rob Dagnabian, yes.
Dick Dick Nabian.
The bubble booty baggian.
Blah blah blaggin.
Dig Bob Braggian.
What's another word?
Big Bob Nagian.
What's another word that you wish would come back into style? Like,
Sing song Nagian.
Cyrillus.
Seriously?
Cyrillus.
Oh.
Cyrillus. Explain. What do you want, Jinx?
I forgot what it means. That's how rarely it's used. I believe it means sarcastic, snide, disrespectful.
Come now.
So everything that you hope to be, but unfortunately fall short of every time.
No, I think I've got this one nailed. You filthy cohort.
I think that you don't have this one nailed, amongst other things. But that's why you
Okay.
need a wingman.
You are, remember, you are on very close to the edge on the things we're supposed to be avoiding here, and you're right on it. You're walking it.
I don't know what you're
Sorry.
talking about.
Like,
I had to let Jinx out. He wanted to chase some creature that's made some noise out in the Witchmoor. Apologies. Apologies. What did I miss?
Well, Ark was just telling me that I don't live life on the edge, and I feel like I would know what life on the edge is like. I do it all the time.
So
If I would see it coming from a mile away.
So Arcturus wants to return to a time when people use the word sassafras in conversation.
Cyrillus.
Farm.
Cyrillus.
What the fuck ever?
Saffron? Cyrillist.
It's just
Cyrillus.
people
Syrup.
use.
Cyrillus.
Yes.
Sugar.
What? You're saying normal words. You're not even trying.
Supper. The
Okay,
fake dinner.
let's try a word from the Earth realm that's never used here that I think we need to adopt and apply to something. Quaalude.
Sure.
Quaalude.
That's we
That
have
sounds like a creature of the night.
we have sleeping potions already.
I know, but we don't call them Quaalude, do we? And it's
But-
fun to say, just kind of rolls off the tongue.
I wish
Quaalude.
people
It's a bit erotic, really.
I wish people would use the word cacophony more often.
I wish people would say the word shenanigans on a daily basis.
That's a stupid word, and it's a dumb restaurant.
Your stupid word.
You're a...
Better than Benny Hennigan's.
That's not a word either. It's a name. I mean, names are words, but still. You only use it to apply to that one place. There's no other meaning.
No, Benny Hennigan's is not a place.
It is a place.
No, Benihana is a place. Benny Hennigan's is something I made up.
No, Benny Hennigan's is that's it. I've seen it in the Earth realm.
No, it's not. It's not a real thing, I swear.
Yes, it is.
I made it up!
It's as real as press release manager.
You mean that thing that we want that we don't have that we
Can't afford.
can't afford?
Not enough signals in the bank to afford a press release manager.
Indeed,
Oh
no.
my god, you're such a twit.
Me?
So,
I
anyway.
will have you know, I am the biggest twit you'll ever encounter.
Here's the biggest twit. None bigger. You wouldn't believe it. So
The-
twit.
And
Thief.
Arcturus is a dim.
Thief, you didn't give a word.
I said shenanigans.
No, that's not.
And then you said no.
No.
That's a terrible word.
No, you have to come up with something better. Your vocabulary has got to be at least a small bit more extensive. People say shenanigans literally all the time. I'm asking you for a word that people no longer use, that you want to see returned. People literally use shenanigans all the fucking time.
I wish people would say, it's not a word, it's a phrase. I wish people would bring back by and by.
I'm gonna kill all of you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
By and by.
He'll suffer in darkness. He's got like, I don't know, like the red. It's weird. It reminds me of something. Help me out. There's like a logo or something from the Earth realm that the red stripes behind Arcturus remind me of it. It's like the Weinstein Company logo or something. I don't know. I'm getting like total, like, I don't know, Gotham Knights vibe or something. I don't. Somebody help me out. Anyway, what was I doing? Oh yes, thank you all for coming to the show tonight, and thank you all to all those who donated, and to help us keep doing this. And if you're interested in helping, but want to see something also in your hands to hold through sickness and in health, no contracts necessary. You simply have to follow the links in the description, and you will find the Calico Devil Teespring store, where you will find loads of t-shirts and other gear to purchase. Some of the older designs have returned. Ones that not the limited time ones that everybody got and they want to feel special by having something that's truly limited time. None of those. But I did bring back, out of my way, we're on a side quest, which is official side quest merch. I did bring back a lot of the portraits and stuff in case anybody wants a complete set before I take down the portraits permanently of the members of the show that are no longer with us. I wish them luck in all their endeavors. They're dead. Sometimes we die on this show and we just don't return after 2 minutes. I can't explain it. I thought I did the magic perfectly. But anyway, if you're interested in things like that, please head over to the Calico Devil Teespring store and check out what we have over there. Plenty of new designs to choose from as well, including Spoopy, some evil eldritch god who wants a juice box, and of course, a health potion bottle that says, "Drink the pain away." It's one of my personal favorites, to be honest.
Did you establish the one that says it's never too early to set them on the wrong path?
No, I didn't do that one because you came up with it, and I decided I hate you. Even though it's good, I hate you.
You would cut off your nose to spite your face?
To spite the hell out of it. Just.
I should have known.
I think that's what. I mean, have you met the man? In real life?
And it's true. For being a super awesome dark wizard of cosmic fate-changing powers, his spellwork is incredibly shoddy, as I understand it. So that, strictly speaking, we're sort of kind of immortal, but might stay dead at a given moment, which it would be really, really bad news if working with them hadn't destroyed or severely damaged my will to live to start with.
Did you have one?
Oh, I did. When I started out, I was determined to cling to life like a tick, flea, a babe to the mother's teat. I carefully warded myself from all poisons, only drank from silverbask fangs, and had nothing but traps around me to thwart every would-be assassin.
Indeed.
Yeah, sounds like a miserable existence.
Well,
now I invite them in.
The limited
I've got
time.
a taste for arsenic.
The limited time objects on the Calico Devil site are there simply upon request. There were a few fans who wanted to gather the ones before they are taken down, and I thought I'd leave that option open. That's all I needed to say on the matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what of guilting and shaming our audience into sharing these links far and wide with the audiences that maybe we don't have access to, but they do.
I have tried that, and it never works.
Hey, you there in the audience. Yes, you. I see you. Share it. Or you will find our purse under your bed tonight.
That's a horrifying threat.
I know.
It's a terrible.
So it should work.
Right now, on. Oh, it's back. I don't know. Did
Yay!
we glitch? Did the
This
magic?
is here that we did. I'm looking now, and no, you just froze there on screen for a couple of seconds like a dumb idiot.
Yes, I just noticed that there was a slight malfunction, a disconnection of the magic. It kind of did a thing. I don't know. We're back to green, so I don't know if it was just a hiccup. It usually works fine, but here we are.
Look, weird explosive bands, shoddy spell work from a deranged sorcerer of exaggerated capability and prestige.
See, this is what happens when you don't buy our merchandise, audience.
Oh man.
We need you to pay us to compensate for his enormous failings.
Ooh, ineptitude! That's a word I want to hear brought back. Bring it back.
People say that one all the time as well. That is foolish.
Well, you know what? Every word I come up with, you're just like, no, that is doo-doo. That is bleh. That is...
In common use already, yes.
Yeah, the question
I was
was
gonna say-
what word that isn't normally used would you like to see come back?
And I
It's
gave you
not
one,
there.
and you're like, no. And then I gave you another one, and you're like, let me kill you.
Those
then.
are all words that are in common use. You are contradicting the original intent of the query. Bugger.
Super chat, and this seems like a good time to address it. The means of destruction is thrown, we'll call it 5 signals, our way to say, hi, Questers, I totally support the thief wingmanning Clark. The Queen sounds like a lovely, lovely lady.
I think memes of
She
destruction
will
and I...
eat your testicles for breakfast. Those the egg she fries the morning after.
That's what I have to say to
Sorry,
you.
in case gone.
Means of
Respect.
destruction. I just farted quite loudly, actually.
Wait, that was a real one?
Yes, it was.
You didn't make it with your mouth or a horn or something?
That's what I think of you, memes of
You're-
destruction.
You just sounded off your butt trumpet at one of our viewers. They're never gonna buy our merch now, Magog! What have you done?
It was worth it.
Oh, you fool!
It was worth it.
Terrible marketing. And you gave me such
Oh, that's
a hard time.
woo. Woo! That is what the fuck did I eat?
Wow,
Damn.
what did you eat? Did you
Whoa.
have more of those meat sticks in your mouth again?
That's some bad magic.
Is the air in there greener than it was before? It's looking a bit greener to me.
This,
He's
this,
always green. That's his secret.
It's greener.
I'm
How much
rot-
methane have you pumped into there?
I'm rotting away in my own miasma.
Miasma?
There's a good word. There's a good word.
Miasma. Instead of miasma, it's miasma because
Yeah,
you made it.
It's said both ways, but I
No,
chose
it's
to
not.
say it that
I've
way.
never heard it said miasma. Chat, type a
I-
1 in the chat if you've heard miasma before. Type a 2 if you've never heard that in your life. Type F if to pay respects for Magog because he's like about to die. He's close to death.
Yes, type F for fart. That's
Super chat from JTRW has thrown 5 signals to efforts here with the following message. You should tell him how you really feel and poop everywhere.
Gross.
Feel free.
Oh my
Go
God.
on. Let loose.
the hell.
Boy, that'll really show me.
I think I smell it through the crystal. It's just
Go on.
wafting over to me.
Down. That would be terrible. I would feel so bad.
Oh,
Do you need to go change your dress, MacLeod?
Speaking of donations, Octane Junkie gave another 25 signets to say, Magog, kill Arcturus for ripping off your style.
I don't know. I don't know what he means by that.
Well, he's shrouded in darkness, wearing a cloak, and it's obviously modeling himself after my handsomeness.
Wait, pan over to him.
Rubbish.
I need to see this again.
This is dramatically finer material. I'm a fashion plate, as always, not some imitator.
Actually, MacLeod, I think he pulls off evil a lot better than you do,
deeply
especially with that backlight.
Yes. Well, I shall now...
I did, okay, I must be honest, I did rip someone off. But it wasn't the god.
Was it Darth Vader?
Doc Brandon. That presidential dress really resonated with me.
Gotcha.
Yes. Well, I'm going to kill Arcturus for putting on the Blitz. There we go.
Womp, 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 womp.
You go ahead and die too, Thief.
What? He didn't donate about my death.
Yeah, but you're collateral damage. That's the way farts work.
But I carry the show.
You carry something else. That's right. Anyway, sorry about that. I totally just perfect timing. Memes of Destruction donated. Thank you again. Memes of Destruction. I appreciate you timing your donation just right so I can fart towards your person. So that was sometimes I can't control it. I'm not one to usually do things like that on a show. I try to be professional. We try to do truly original improv humor on SideQuest, but sometimes just end up accidents happen. I mean, I remember one time on a show, I caught my pantaloons on fire. And another time, I laughed so hard I threw up, cried myself to sleep. Those things actually did happen at one point in time. So you just never know. One time, a terrifyingly bad-smelling animal sprayed outside of my humble abode, and it seeped through the walls and choked me nearly to death. You know, these things happen sometimes. You just roll with it and just try to turn it into something better than it was. So, luckily, it has dissipated. And we are well on our way towards ending this horrifying night. Thank you. I'm sorry that I still can't see the chat. I will soon, though. Once my new crystal is built, I will have far more options right here. So, I do apologize. Please return to life. And thank you for the donation, Octane Junkie, for me to kill and silence Arcturus, who annoys me and tries to steal my style. Yes.
I'm not happy about being collected.
Yeah, it's my turn. Fucking die, all of you.
I just...
Damn it.
I'm melting.
Good, now that we have that out of the way, I'd like to take this time to do absolutely nothing. That's right. Just gonna stand here and wank it. Take a break from these fucking idiots. You and I, you know who I'm talking to. You guys. You and I, we're not like these people. These people who put on the SideQuest show. They're derelicts. We're the real talent of the show. You and I. Just, well, mostly me. It's mostly me, but it's somewhat you. Because you're over there typing up a storm, saying things, going and fucking yourselves. How many of you actually have pants on right now? My point. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. But still, we are happy to have you coming by side quest to have a bit of fun with me. Not those other fools. Me. I don't know what I'm doing anymore with my life. What is wrong with me? I need help. Is there like a group? Is there like a Familiars Anonymous I could go to with like other magical familiars where we could talk about how fucking waste of an afterlife this is? You know? I could be in hell right now. You know? Nice and warm and cozy instead of the freezing cold witch moor. Just a burning pit of despair. That sounds like a fucking vacation. I need that. I need a reprieve from these assholes. I need a goddamn... What do they call it? What's that word? That means vacation? But it's not vacation.
Okay, justice.
Yeah, it's not justice. It's another vacation word. What is it called? Respite. I need a fucking respite.
If you get close enough, I can give you the last half of that.
Oh, that was such a terrible joke, Arcturus. Take a health point. That was...
In any case, Super Chat, Kai has thrown 2 significant efforts here to say this. I'm jealous Arctic Junkie has more money than me. Same. I'm jealous anyone has more money than me. One day I hope to fix that.
Yes, we'll all work towards that goal. I hope to have enough Cygnas in my treasury to one day build an entire village, invite people to come live there, and rule over them like the dark lord that I am in my heart. My cold, black, vile little heart.
You have a heart?
Well, I mean, it pumps blood. That's about it. There's no feelings.
As in X'd it out.
Yes, that's it. There's that. Is there anything else? There's what's that one? I just saw it.
Well, Kai has just thrown another 2 significant efforts just to say, fuck pants.
That's it. You bunch of dirty bastards. Anyway, thank you. Well, yes. So, what? So,
No, I was just saying interesting. Fuck pants.
I have new pants on. I just got them the other day.
You mean like 5 minutes ago when you sharded yourself?
No, like, I think it was Meshi Chiari sent them to me. These pants.
I don't have a pair of fuck pants. I imagine Thief does, though.
You can imagine all you want, Arcturus.
Do you ever, like, wonder who invented pants?
No.
I bet his name... I actually feel like I know this piece of lore. His name is Pantalonius. And he was famous. Stop laughing! I'm telling a very serious story.
I can't even make it past the name.
Oh, yes, Pantalonius. He was killed by his Greek rivals for being an eccentric heretic who wasn't willing to wear a white robe and be inappropriate with... Look, let's just stop it.
Oddly enough, he was most famous for the tunic, not the pants.
Wait.
But his most famous invention was the pants.
Wait, I thought if Pantalonius is most famous for inventing the tunic, then what did Tunic Cassius invent?
Regret.
Is that it? Regret. What is
The first
Thief
one
doing?
to truly miss out on everything.
I'm having all kinds of things happening. I froze again for a second, but I'm still green, so I think we're still good. But I don't know, some terrible things, some bewitchment is happening.
Don't look at me. I'm not a mage of any sort. And if you pissed off any of the gods, that's on you. And if they happen to just like me more, well, that's understandable.
Oh, well, I piss off the gods all the time. Make them angry with my mere existence.
You make a lot of people angry with your existence. I'm one of them. Typhonius has just thrown 2 signals at our efforts to compel the message, "All hail Pantalonius the Great!"
To Pantalonius. I wonder, was he buried with his pants? I wonder that.
Look, all I can
Sometimes.
say is I hope he sees this dude, but I'm pretty sure won't because he's dead and no one's called me to summon him.
Yeah, I could summon him easily. If I knew where he was buried.
Where was Pantalonius buried? It's not important. We're not going there.
I believe it was the Isle of Wrangler.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
It's nothing but a tribe of vicious, denim-wearing men who like cows too much.
Yes, indeed. Did we lose the thief? Did the thief die? Like, what does that say? What is that? What does that say?
They're under assault. They'll probably be fine. Whenever they've handled it, they'll be returning.
I see. No, so glad I'm not the only one tonight having difficulties with the magic. Perhaps it's the fire moon that's happening tonight, disrupting magical signals and whatnot.
I too am deriving great pleasure from the suffering of you and the thief.
What is that? What is? Well, what is it?
Super chat. Means instruction through 5 signals and our efforts here to compel this message. P.S. Don't check the bird app. Wink. There was no wink there, not in the text message, but it's definitely implied. You have to take my word for it because I'm not taking off my goggles to wink.
All right. I apologize. The magistrates were after me, and I had to keep down for a little bit. But now we're back because they have since passed, and we're good to go.
I wonder. Tell me, what the bird app is.
Bird app. The bird is the word. The word of the bird.
It's now called press X to doubt.
Oh, that thing. That's right. The change.
Yeah, the meme was incredibly successful. I was not expecting it to take over what they used to call Twitter, but nevertheless, here we are. Press X to doubt.
X marks the spot. So.
X but the butt.
Yeah.
If X signified where the latrine was thoroughly buried.
I always thought he changed it to X in order to be a bit more of a darker, maniacal, world-dominating conqueror. Because, I mean, the X is clearly a symbol of the flayed man. They would create X's out of tree, like they would put it together. And the
wood?
person... Yes, trees. Logs.
Wood?
Logs, whole logs. And then
Wood.
they would make an X, and then they would tie the people to it in an X. And then they would peel their skin from their chest, nipples and all, and then let the sun bake their exposed muscles.
You know, from what I hear of the service, that sounds like a pretty apt description. It's the flayed man experience.
Yes, it's a whole resort. There's a whole resort that will flay you. You know, if you're feeling like you need a nice cleansing filleting.
Can I kill everyone now? Am I allowed to do that?
It's advisable even.
Fine.
Yeah? Yay!
Yuck.
You know, I have a trident for an icon, but I don't actually have a trident object. Night-night, boys. Lovely. So last week, Magog, I believe, was the one who spilled the beans about my super secret, lovely pastime. You know, the one where I pluck bottles left adrift at sea from sunken ships and sailors who are hoping against all hope for some sort of reprieve from their doomed fate. So I pluck their bottles from the sea. You know, I do my part, pluck the bottles from the sea, and read them and do nothing about them. And I just so happen to have one such bottle on hand that I plucked just this afternoon. And I would love to read it to you, chat. This cry for help from a sailor. So let me just pull it from the bottle and we will begin. Usually these things are rolled up a little bit more nicely, but alas, can't always have everything that we want. To whomever finds this message, I pen these words with trembling hands, for I find myself in dire straits upon the merciless sea. Oh! This ship I sailed upon, a vessel from long before the clanging of industries far and wide, now lies beneath the unforgiving waves, its timbers creaking a mournful dirge in the depths. We set sail on a cloudless day, the sun casting its golden rays upon the glistening waters, ignorant of the tempest lurking on the horizon. Our sails billowed proudly, and the winds whispered tales of distant shores, but the sea, that ancient beast, it cares not for the dreams of men. No, it rose in fury at our ships. Our ship was swallowed whole, as if by some leviathan of the olden days. I am but one of a few survivors, cast adrift upon a flimsy plank. My companions lost to the abyss. Hunger gnaws at my belly, and thirst consumes my throat. Yet salt water mocks my parched lips. The days blur into one another, and I have lost count of my time at sea. My only hope is this humble message, entrusted of the winds of the current, that it might find its way into the hands of a kind soul, a mariner, of a coastal dweller who can deliver me from this watery perdition. I beg of you, if you chance upon this missive, extend your mercy to a soul in despair. I hail from a time when the world was yet uncharted, when the stars were our guides and the winds our compass. The world beyond this vast ocean remains a mystery to me, but I long to glimpse it once more, to feel the solid ground beneath my feet. With hope and desperation, it's unsigned. Dear chatters.
Have we finally hit the intermission? I need to visit the little villain's room.
Yes, that was.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Anyway, so
was that written by George R. R. Martin? For fuck's sake!
Oh no, this was finished.
That was a fucking novel. I had to guess it. Yeah,
you know, I agree. I like the use of the word perdition, but other than that, you get 2 points.
Yeah. Next time,
gotta
choose
be a bit more brief.
When you kill us read one of those. You only get 2 minutes, so choose one that just says, I pooped.
Time is mostly drifting past, but we have an obligation to read the super chats, of which 2 have just come in, starting with, dang it, Bobby Davis, who threw 10 singers at efforts to say, Magog, you are a great wizard. Why, I'd even say you're a grand wizard. I paraphrase highly. They just said, I'd even say grand wizard. And that's bullshit. He never wears white.
I don't even know what that means.
You know, I don't get exactly to choose the letters that I fish out of the oceans. I just happen upon them.
Find one that just says, I pooped.
Oh, that's your job.
Rufus, however, is an Imperial Dragon.
That he is. He gets around. You said there were 2?
Yes, the next one came from the Head in the Hand, who threw DKK20. Playing? More like filleting.
No. Yeah, that works too. I mean, there's flay and then there's fillet. I suppose that's... I mean, it works. the fillet of fish. You know, like that. I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Is anybody even watching this fucking show?
See, you want me... Next time I will finish the letter, because obviously then we have, like, decent content, and we don't have to bank on Arcturus's long-winded speeches. We can just go with Jimmy B on the sea.
Sure. But
Jimmy B lost at sea. I
I don't get it. Old man in the sea.
Old man on the sea.
Yep. The man who went to the eye doctor and said, I can't see.
Sea. Middle C.
Tax. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, are we done yet? We've done an entire show. It's time.
We have 60 more seconds. Come on, we can do it.
60
We can go 60 more seconds without making one of those godforsaken.
Forbidden jests. Yeah, we've done pretty well in context. I mean, you've been really on the edge all evening, Thief. Just all evening, right on the cusp. We're all sorted, completely unsavory, and agreed upon forbidden jokes.
Indeed.
But we're almost there.
Forbidden joke. What are you fucking people talking about?
You told us that we couldn't make sex jokes last week. On pain of death.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Man, yeah, that was mostly to avoid dick jokes, for that matter.
I did not. You ball hair.
What?
What?
That is
You
not-
mean I could have commented back then when Thief was basically miming out a giant's cooch?
It's horrible.
Oh.
We got a super chat right at the
Super
end
chat.
there.
Kai threw another two signals at us to say, I'm too broke to say to say I'm watching, which...
Well, yeah, he makes a fair point there. So yes, I don't have any recollection telling you people that you're not allowed to do naughty jokes.
This is
I
outrageous.
quit.
I'm over it.
Well, as if I would make a suggestion like that. The whole reason this show exists is for us to call people fucking nippleheads.
Well,
Filthy.
What? Oh, I didn't. I haven't turned the sound crystal off that people can hear us.
you call me what now?